All right, all right, all right. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Welcome to welcome to Womanaires Wednesday. We are live. We are live as per usual. So I want to just check in, say hello to everyone. I am just looking at all of the different pieces so I can be here with you guys. I'm also live on TikTok, also live on Facebook, also live on two of the YouTube channels. I'm trying something different tonight. So just checking in, see how y'all doing. My name is Coach Rima the Great. I am the execution coach. I am also the founder of Womanaires. And I am trying to look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's go. Who we at? Where we at? I think I want it from yeah. I want it from the other one. Hold on, y'all. I'm right here. Just hold on a little long. Yolanda is watching. Yolanda, how you doing? And if you're watching on TikTok, just let me know who you are, right? Let me know your name. This is new. So I know that you guys don't usually see me. So I'm definitely interested in getting to know you all and having you all get to know me as well. So I'll be watching from the Womanaires page as well as the right? Let me go here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oops. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Oh no, why did it hang up? This is different. All right. So we are live. We are live. Okay. So I'm live on all the pages, all the platforms. We got people watching everywhere, right? We got stuff going on. So tonight's topic, right? Hello, everybody. Yes. So tonight's topic is how to finish the thing you keep putting off. How to finish the thing you keep putting off. Tonight, we're going to talk about you do not need to finish everything, right? You need to stop carrying the same important unfinished thing from month to month. All right, so I need y'all to get y'all workbooks out. For those that are members of the Womanaires and you have your workbook, make sure you have your workbooks out. For those that's just joining, make sure you pull out your pen and your pad because we are going to work tonight. Okay, we are going to work. So let me just go here. All right, tonight we're talking about the thing you keep saying you're going to do, but keep not doing, right? We're going to talk about your website. Some of this is going to hit for y'all. We're talking about that website. We're talking about the book, right? I know the book. We're talking about that application. We're talking about fixing that resume. We're talking about the business offer, right? Let's talk about it. We're talking about the proposal, the course, the paperwork, the phone call. Those are the things that we're talking about tonight, right? So if you are joining us, this is what we are having a discussion about, and this could go for everybody. And if you're joining us, make sure that you register for Womanaires above, so you can get our emails, everything. Matt, how you doing, darling? Right? The project that has been living in your head, in your notes, and in your conversation, but still not complete. So this is how this is going to work. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on TikTok because this is the first time I'm doing TikTok live. I need y'all to subscribe. So if you see the link up there, also if you are inside of the YouTube channel, you have to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't matter which channel you're watching from. Subscribe to the channel. This way you can comment because I would like to see your comments. Okay, this is how that's going to work. So tonight, I do not want you to list everything you have not done yet, right? I want you to choose the one unfinished thing that would create the greatest relief or progress if you completed it. Y'all like that? If you completed it. So y'all ready? If you ready, put a 1 in the chat. If you ready, put a 1 in the chat. If you are here with me, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let's get busy. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Yep. Let me see you. Ow, I got Yolanda. I see Yolanda. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. I got Lisi. Let me see you. Let me see you. For everybody else that's watching, let me see you in the chat. All right. So type the unfinished thing in the chat using 5 words or fewer, right? For example, right? You might have finish my website, submit my grant, publish my digital guide, update my resume, right? Launch my website, organize my business and finances, record my first video. Hey, Matt, I see you. Number 1 in the chat. I see you. I see you. Book of short stories. You have not finished a book of short stories. On YouTube, what haven't you done? What haven't you done on YouTube? What haven't you done to all my YouTubers that's watching? What haven't you done? Yes. And to everybody that's watching, what haven't you done? What haven't you done? Tony, I see you. What haven't you done? I know this sounds like repetitive, but YouTube has like this delay. So I have to talk in this kind of manner in order to get the things that I need to get done. Yes. Well, I have finished my second ebook. Yes. Lisi, let's go. Finish your second ebook. That's right. You haven't finished that. What else? A book series. I see a book series, Yolanda. Let's go, Yolanda. Book series. Come on. What else do we have? What else is it? What else do we have? What have we started, didn't finish? What we talking about, right? Type the unfinished thing in the chat using 5 words or fewer. If you are tapped in, just type it in. Type it in. Be a part of the conversation. This is not something for you just to listen to. This is something for you to be a part of. Let's grow and go together. You heard? Let's do that. Let me make sure I'm here where I need to be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. That's where I'm at. Let's go. All right. All right. Now I'm in the room. All right. I just needed to make sure I was in the room. Yes. There we go. Jay, I see you. All right. So the book series. So now I'm going to ask, how long has it been unfinished? How long has it been unfinished? A, less than 1 month. B, 1 month to 3 months. C, 3 to 6 months, right? D, 6 months to a year, right? And then E, more than 1 year. How long has it been? It's been B for Matt, 1 to 3 months since you have not done your book, your put out your book, your short stories book, right? Lisi said it's B. It's been 1 to 3 months. See, some of these projects have been following us longer than certain relationships, and y'all know the relationships I'm talking about, right? Tonight we're deciding whether we're going to finish them, reduce them, delegate them, or officially release them. Right? I've worked on it. I know you worked on it. Let's get it done. Let's finish it. Okay? Or officially release them, right? So the book anchor for tonight's conversation, it comes from the Atomic Habits. I like the Atomic Habits book. Let me tell you something, right? So Yolanda says, see, I got you. I like the Atomic Habits book because in the Atomic Habits book, right, they talk about stacking. So we're going to talk about stacking tonight. They talk about stacking your goals with things that you naturally do in habit. So if you want to quit cigarettes, I don't know if that's the hard one. You want to create a habit. So Atomic Habit is about creating the habit. Okay. So let's say you wanted to create a habit. For me, I started working out before I touched a computer because I love being on my laptop. So I'm always on my laptop. So in order for me to do my laptop stuff, I say we're not getting on the laptop. We're going to work out first. We're going to stretch first. We're going to do these things first. So this way I am not on the laptop. Hence, this body's been looking like body. Wait till 2 years. Wait for 2 years. I can't wait for 2. All right, let me slow it down. So, one of the biggest lessons I take away from Atomic Habits is that we often focus on the size of the goal while ignoring the system that has to support it, right? Write a book is a goal. Write for 30 minutes every Tuesday, Thursday is a system, right? We're always talking about this on here, right? Launch my business is a goal, right? Complete one launch task every morning before checking social media is a system. Y'all get it? So I have a goal, but I need to create systems, right? Create a course is a goal. Outline one lesson every Saturday at 10 a.m. is a system, right? The goal tells you where you want to go. The system tells you what you have to do repeatedly, what you will be doing repeatedly, right? We also make projects harder by imagining, right, the finished masterpiece instead of identifying next visible, actionable steps, right? You do not complete the website all at once. Some of us try. We stay up all night. We Google everything. I'm talking about me. I'm the one. Me. I'm the some of us because I will sit there and be doing stuff for the whole night, like just this is why I have glasses now. For those that didn't ever see me with glasses, this is where glasses come from. Okay? Okay. Right? You choose the pages, you write the one section when you're doing your website, you upload one photo, you test one link. right? Finishing is usually a series of small decisions that eventually become one completed result, right? So this is another prompt I got for you guys. Which problem describes your unfinished product? Which problem describes your unfinished product? A, and I'm putting this inside of the WhatsApp, inside of YouTube, so this way you can see it. So you can see it. It's not going to be on TikTok. So for those on TikTok, please go follow, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? Coach Rima from the PJs channel. So the question is, which problem describes your unfinished product? A, I do not know where to start. B, I started but lost momentum. Most of us. C, I keep changing it. Like it just keep redoing it to something else. D, I'm afraid it will not be good enough. Right? I got something for that. E, I do not have enough time. Right? And F, I need information, money, or support. All this is bullcrap. This is all bullcrap. You don't know where to start is a lie. You've already started. For majority of us, we have something sitting right now in our notes, inside of our email, inside of a text message. We have it. We just don't use it. That's the difference, right? The next piece, I started, but I lost momentum. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you started doing it because you think that it's going to make money. It will eventually make money, but maybe you're doing it to only make money. And I found that when you do stuff only to make money, you usually don't make any money. It has to have something else to it to keep you like going, right? The next is I keep changing it. How many people, D and E is Lisi, I see you, Lisi, right? How many people keep changing the thing that they started? You start this thing and you constantly changing it. You're changing it. You're changing it. Why? Why are you changing it? Because you think it has to be perfect. But can I tell y'all a secret? You cannot perfect something you have not done yet. You are not able to perfect anything you have not done yet. Okay? And then D, right? I'm afraid it will not be good enough, right? So, afraid it won't be good enough. What does that look like for you? Right? It's good enough for who? It's not good enough for who, right? Is it not good enough for you or is it not good enough for them? Because whatever it is, somebody's happy that you got it. Can I tell you a little story? All right, here's a little story. So, a couple of months back, I had hosted this women's group. Shout out to everybody that was a part of the Women of Impact project, where I taught women how to use AI to create products that would generate income. And the company that I was partnered with, I gave them this list, right? This big list of how much I gave them this list of all the things that I needed from them. And I said, listen, I need y'all to give me not ring lights. I wanted just the tripod with the lights on it. I wanted like these year-round journal books. Like it was like so many different things I wanted for them. And they ended up giving me ring lights, not the tripod with the light, ring lights. So these are big, huge ring lights. Towards the end, where I was teaching, when I went to bring this to the ladies, they didn't know about me having a tiff. They didn't know about me being angry or upset. All they knew was that they got some free tech. They were happy. They were excited. They used their stuff. I'm the one that had the problem. I thought it had to be perfect. How about this? It was good enough. It didn't have to be perfect. It was something that they absolutely love, absolutely still use to this day, right? The number E, letter E, number E, letter E, I do not have enough time. Lies. You wake up in the morning, you get on TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram, Facebook world, YouTube. You get on social media. Look at the time that you get on that, right? Look at that time frame. You could use that same time to dedicate to your business, right? Uh, and when you're traveling, for those that travel via like the buses, public transportation, and stuff like that, use that time that you're traveling underground, on ground to write, to read, to put together your thing, right? In the process of being in front of folks when you're in group settings and stuff, ask people if they're interested in buying the thing that you have. Hey, listen, I sell corsets. I used to sell corsets. Hey, listen, I sell corsets. Is it possible that you be interested in buying corsets from me? Like you like somebody I could put into a corset. I used to put big girls in corsets, right? And the crazy thing is I used to pay about $15 a corset, sell it for $200. When I say hustler, 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 okay? So nonetheless, right, you have enough time everywhere you go, talk about your thing, let people know what you got going on, right? F, I need information, money, or support. So information, Google everything that you need, right? Just Google it. Money and support, I say you don't need money, you need to sell. So maybe you'd be interested in learning how to sell the thing, not necessarily because once you sell it, you got money. So let's say I wanted to sell this set, right? This clip set. I would buy the clip set for about maybe $1 each, and then I'll flip and sell it for 5. So if I sold just one, I could get 5 more. And then if I sold those 5, I could get 25 more. And then so on and so forth, right? Until I feel like I made enough to invest and also put to the side and pay myself, right? I just need to sell it. So it's in the sell. But then the question becomes who is going to buy it and who are you selling it to? So all those things come up when you think about making money from your product, right? And information, money, or support. Support, honestly speaking, sometimes it's not for the people that you have around you. The thing that you sell is not always for everybody. You have a bunch of friends that you know need it. You know need it. You know they need it. And you try to sell it to them and they can't. They just like, oh no, no, thank you. I don't want that. I don't need that. I say the world is so big and so vast. Look at your fingerprint. And in that fingerprint, you have your very own fingerprint. And can I tell you that in the time of your having your fingerprint, nobody else will ever have that fingerprint like you, which also means that no matter many years from now, whatever, there's nobody else that's going to have this fingerprint. What I'm trying to say is there's billions of people right now in the world. If you can't sell to the 10 people you know, don't worry about them. It might not be for them. And if you are interested in creating your product and selling your product and doing what you got to do with your product, there's somebody out there that wants to buy it. People want to buy stuff all the time. When I say all the time, I'm talking about all the time, middle of the night, buying cat litter. Like there's people buying stuff, pictures of like microphones. There's just all kind of stuff. Like, so if it came to you to create it, and then find the people that you can market it to. But this ain't a marketing session. We're talking about get the thing done. Okay, are we still all together? Can I get a hello? Can I get a hello? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you're still watching? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you're still here? Right? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Can I see you? Can I see you? Can I see you? Right? I got some folks that's watching right now that are not aware that I cannot see them. I have Yolanda with the 1 in the chat. I have Matt Green Eyes with the 1 in the chat. Hello, Jay. How are you? I have yes, 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 yes in the chat. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I haven't done this in so long. It feels so good to be home. It feels so good to be home. Y'all have no idea. All right. So now I have also backed this with 3 facts. Back this whole idea with 3 facts. Fact 1, procrastination is not explained by only laziness, right? Procrastination is not explained only by laziness, okay? A major meta-analyst by psychologist Pierce Steele characterized procrastination as a self-regulation problem. The research connected delay with factors including task unpleasantness, right? Who wants to do something they don't like? Impulsivity, lower confidence in completing the task, and rewards that feel too far away. In other words, people may sincerely intend to act well, repeatedly choosing short-term relief over distant result. How many people that sound like? How many people you know that sound like, right? You want the result and still avoid the experience required to create and required to like you want the result and still avoid the experience required to create it. That's what you want, right? Right. Sister, I see you. Right? You want the finished book, but do not want to sit with the blank page. You want the contract, but you do not want, watch this, to write the proposal. You want the opportunity, but you do not want somebody evaluating your application. Are you serious? Sometimes we're not avoiding the goal, we're avoiding the feeling connected to the next step, right? So my question to you all is, what feelings are you trying not to feel when you avoid the project? Right? Here's some questions, some pieces you can put there. And I'm putting this in the chat right now. Let's go, chat. Let's go. So if you're not watching from YouTube, you do not see what I'm putting in the chat, but you can't even see what's on my screen, but I'm gonna read it again. What feelings are you trying not to feel when you avoid the project, right? Um, is it confusion? Is it boredom? Is it fear? Is it embarrassment? Is it disappointment? Is it overwhelm? Right? Is it frustration? Is it uncertainty? Hello, Cassie. Thank you very much. I try to be cute. Right? What is it that you're feeling when you are avoiding the project, when you put off the project? For me, I'm usually feeling like, I don't think it's fear. For me, it's like I just want to do more things. So then I get overwhelmed. So yes, overwhelmed, Lisi, I'm there with you, right? I don't think I get into disappointment because I really don't care what people say. I don't care how people feel about it. I just go ahead and go get it, right? I'm gonna pitch what I gotta pitch. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I am not scared. I don't feel embarrassed, right? Overwhelmed is definitely it. I get frustrated when I have new ideas and they just keep popping up like this, like pictures, and I want to do all of them, right? All of them. I want to do all of them. Yes, Yolanda, we feel overwhelmed, right? Fact number two, a specific if then plan can improve follow through. Research on implementation intentions has found that connecting a specific situation to a specific behavior, right, can improve goal achievement. Instead of relying on quote unquote, I plan to do it, the person decides in advance, quote unquote, if this time or situation occurs, then I will take this particular action, right? So, quote unquote, I'm going to work on it is not a full plan. However, quote unquote, if it's Thursday at 7 p.m., then I'll turn my phone off, open the document, work on the introduction for 30 minutes. That's the plan, right? That's the plan. Uh, Diana, I see you. It never ends, overwhelmed. Exactly, right? Your calendar should not have to negotiate with your feelings every time it's time to work. So, you ever heard that thing, do it anyway? Do it when you're tired, do it when you're frustrated, do it anyway. Y'all ever heard that? Like, do it anyway, right? Like, do it when you're tired. I'm tired. I go outside and I work out while I'm sleeping. I'm tired, right? I am so tired. I don't feel like it. My goal don't give a fudge about my feelings. My goal don't care about my feelings. Your feelings, don't care about it. We said we want this thing. I want this body, bruh. I want this knockout body, bruh. I want a fat girl 8-pack, bruh. I want this body, bruh. I want this extra, like, I don't know if I have elbow fat on my knees. I need that to go away. I have issues. Like, I need ghetto story, ghetto glory. I see you, resilience. I don't know. I need this to go away. I need to work this out. And I be tired. Not only do I be tired, I be looking at food like, what's up? Like, I need that in my life. I haven't learned the fast yet, but I promise you, your girl about the fast because I have a goal. My goal don't care if I want mac and cheese, nachos, steak, potatoes. My goal don't give a crap. Okay? The $1 million goal don't care that I don't know how to budget in this season. The $1 million goal don't care. Don't care. Doesn't care about anything else besides being the goal. I need to make the steps and take the steps to get there. Right? My calendar, again, should not have to negotiate with my feelings every time it's time to go to work. When there's something you're supposed to do and you put it on that thing, you just put it down like, I'm going to do this thing, right? It shouldn't be negotiable. And that's what we've been doing. We've been negotiating with our future. We've been negotiating with our tomorrow. For what? For what? Right? So here's the activity for y'all, right? If it is blank, then I will. Because I need y'all to complete this. I need y'all to figure this out. And I'm going to give y'all some examples. I'm going to give you some examples. I'm putting this inside of the YouTube channel. So y'all can see it. I'm going to put this on the wall so y'all can see that, right? If it is blank, then I will, right? If it is blank, then I will. So let's go through some examples, right? If it is Monday at 6 p.m., then I will complete the application. If I begin overthinking, then I will work on the smallest version for 15 minutes, right? If I reach for social media, which most of us do, then I will finish one project step first. That's what I do. I like, before I get on the computer, I need to work out. I need to get some sweat. I get the sweat up. Once I get the sweat, I'll be like, all right, you earned the computer. You earned to be in front of this, right? If I become confused, then I will write down the exact question and ask for help. That's another thing people don't do. People don't realize that they have questions. We think that we know everything. You don't know everything. You don't know everything. There's not no way ever you're going to know everything. So when you're starting out doing something new, especially when you are alone and by yourself, you got to ask questions. The unfortunate part, right? We have this thing in our head where we think people are going to steal our idea. We have a really mixed level of trust. I think I'm gonna do something on speed of trust because y'all need to hear that. But we have like issues on trust, right? So we don't like talking to nobody about the things. If this sound like you, put a one in the chat. Just put a one in the chat. If this sound like you right now, put a one in the chat. If this sound like you right now, like we have an issue with trust, like I want to trust you, I want to tell you what I got going on, I want your assistance, I want your help, but I can't, right? If I get frustrated, I will ask for help, of course. But we have issues asking for help. I'm gonna tell you why we have issues asking for help. We have issues asking for help because we don't ask the right people. We ask people that never did the thing that we're trying to do. And usually the help we are helping, we're telling them how to do it so they can help us. You know how exhausted that is? I'll give you an example. I need a personal assistant. I really don't need a personal assistant. Shout out, shout out to Diana. I have one, but I need a personal assistant, right? Now, let's say I got somebody that um, do not know how to use, uh, 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 the computer, don't know how to send emails, don't know how to do nothing, right? And I have to teach her how to do all of those things. Yeah, I asked the wrong person. I should be able to go to somebody that already telling me, hey, listen, I know how to do these things. I'm pulling up on you because I know how to do these things. You need help with that? I can do that, right? And that's the person you ask for help. I even go here, right? I believe that there's three types of people you should have in your life: your therapist, your mentor, and your coach. Those are three things, those three type of people you should have in your life. Three, right? Your therapist, your mentor, and your coach. What is the difference between all of them? Diana, you know I always got something to say about you every show. It's me and you here, bro. Me and you. But your therapist is someone that will ask you a question, right? You do a psychosocial when you get there first, and they ask you a question, what do you want to work on? And you say, well, I want to figure out why I feel like this when I'm under this type of person or people, or why this is the reaction I have. I can want to work on that. So then that therapist will take you through a course of questioning every week. That first 2-3 weeks, they'll go through a course of questioning so that you can identify where this thing might have came from. And then over the next several weeks, they will walk you through how to combat the feelings that you have when that thing comes up, right? So it might be an intimacy thing. Why every time I date a guy, I want his money? Am I just talking for me? Just give me your check. Just give me your check. That's it. Just give me. I need. Where I should be dating for love and affection, right? Like I should be dating to get to know somebody. What's your favorite color, man? Right? However, however, sometimes that's how I feel. Why do I feel like that? Well, where did you come from with this? Why is this a part of your nature and your narrative and your conversation, right? So they dig deep, and that's what they do. The next one is your coach. So what is a coach? Aha, I'm Coach Rima. Thank you very much. So being a coach, we yell at you a lot. That's it. There's nothing else. Just yell at you, tell you how you playing yourself. Like that's what you playing yourself. I'm just playing. Seriously, your coach asks you one question only. Your coach asks you, what is your goal? No matter what the goal is, what is your goal? Where do you want to go with your goal? What does that goal look like? and you describe that one goal or several goals, depending on how much money you got to pay your coach. And then you and the coach talk about it every week, closer to the goal. Did you, like everything that you're supposed to be doing here, did you write the book yet? No. Did you do the first chapter? No. What happened? What came up for you? Why didn't you do it? Oh, because I had all of this going on, all that. And then we ask you, right? We don't even ask you. We remind you why it's important. So I asked you, why was it important to you to have this goal way back when, right? Let's say the goal was for you to lose 20 pounds. And the reason why it's important for you to lose 20 pounds is because you just recently found out you had diabetes, right? You was going to die type thing. Like it's just going to be just extra, right? And you're like, well, Rima, this is my goal, right? This is my goal. This is what I need help with. I want to lose 20 pounds. Now I say, all right, let's set up the goals, the steps. You're going to the gym. We're going to be walking. We're going to do this stuff. And every week I'm checking in on you. Now, let's say one day you come up like, Rima, I didn't do it this week. I'm going to say, so is your goal, right, to not do it ever or to get it done? I think you could do it. You're allowing yourself to slip back into where you were. What would the world be without you? Where would people be? Where would your kids be? And I just go like really deep into it. I absolutely do charge for my service, Cassie. Thank you. I go really deep, like, and it don't have to be like the diabetes thing. It could be, I want to write a book. You want to write a book? Let's write the book together. Let's sit down and write the book together. What is the book about? Who's the book for? Why are you writing the book? We ask all those questions. So when you decide to slow down and back up and say, I don't want to do this thing, I throw all of your words back at you, all the reasons why you should be doing it. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. The asking part, asking for help. I'm talking about your mentor. Talking about your mentor. I believe a mentor is either dead or alive. It's someone that has spent an enormous amount of money to get where they are. And not only did they spend the money, they lost the money. They spent and lost money. So they made mistakes that you can actually follow and ask them questions about. If you want to go and do a community event, you're not going to ask somebody that's never done a community event, right? You're going to ask somebody that actually did a community event. If you want to go and find out how to get grants, you're not going to ask somebody that's never gotten a grant. You're going to ask somebody that has gotten a grant before. And you're going to say, what did you do? How did you do it? Give me some advice. You're going to ask that person. That's the same thing you do when it comes to your program, your book, your thing, anything that you're starting. Ask someone that has done it already, because they have the answer. What do we do? What they have the answer. They have the answer. They already messed up for you. They lost the money for you. They went in debt because they wanted to teach you this thing. And if you get a good mentor, right? They are all on YouTube telling all of the Jews in the business. They spill it all the time, girl. Let me tell y'all. Can I tell y'all a little secret? You ever gone to a conference, right? Like right now, like you put in for a conference. Conferences cost about $1,000, $500, $5,000. Like it's a lot of money. Majority of people that do conferences or big ticket events and stuff like that, their conferences and their ticket events is actually online on YouTube. I watched a conference from 1986 with Bob Proctor called You Were Born Rich. Watching this program, it was a 10-hour conference. That means it had to be like taped over 2 days or 3 days or something like that. And it was in the 80s. And I was like, yo, bro, imagine being in the 80s at this time. People probably paid almost $500 just to sit in that audience. And I get to sit in that audience for free right now. You're not utilizing your mentors. Bob Proctor is my mentor, right? I don't have to meet him to have him as a mentor. He made mistakes and he's teaching me stuff. So if you want to ask somebody, ask. If you want to ask somebody, right? Ask somebody that has done it before you. And that's my message for that, right? So deadlines, this is fact number 3. Deadlines can help, but the structure matters. I need y'all to hear that again. Deadlines for your goal can help, but the structure matters, right? In a study on procrastination and deadlines, participants who set binding deadlines performed better than those with no intermittent intermediate, right? That's the word. With no intermediate deadlines. However, participants given evenly spaced external deadlines perform best, suggesting that people may recognize their need for structure, but still struggle to create the most effective schedule for themselves. Let me tell y'all, some of us giving ourselves fake deadlines, quote unquote, I'll do something this week, quote unquote, I want it done by the end of the month, quote unquote. I'll work on it when things calm down. Life never calms down. No. Especially when you want to get something done. It just picks up, never calms down, right? It says deadline keeps moving because nothing is connecting to it, right? A useful deadline needs a specific date, smaller checkpoints, right? Time placed on the calendar. So use your calendar. How many people got a good phone? They got good phones with calendars that you can put like dates in your calendar. How many people got a good phone? Like a good enough phone that you could save a date in your calendar. I think everybody should say yes. Me, I, one. Put a one in the chat. You got a good phone that you could save things in your calendar. Put a one in the chat. If you're listening right now, just put a one, right? Because you can use it. You can use it. I right now have my phone on several timers for the day. So I work for myself, right? Cassie, I see you. Yolanda, Lisi, I see you. I work for myself. So what I've been doing is I have put reminders on my phone as if I had a real job, right? Which is a real job for me working for myself. So at 9:30, it's a reminder for me to start work, right? Well, 6:30 I wake up, but 9:30 is for me to start work. I want to say around my first break is for lunch, so it's 12:30 is lunch. 1:30 come back from lunch, right? 3:30 go on break for 15 minutes. 3:45 come back, clock in. 5:30 clock out for the day. That's my work schedule, right? And then I have a 10:30 start winding down, lay down, and go to sleep. Why do I have this schedule? Why do I have these things going on this way on my phone? Because I need to be on a schedule and I need to be disciplined, and I don't have discipline. I can't tell me what to do, but my phone will tell me what to do because some weird thing in our head as humans, we always hold integrity to other things that's not us. We hold integrity to our external selves. It's crazy, right? So this is what I need y'all to do. Is your current deadline, this is the question, is your current deadline A, written and scheduled, B, in your head, C, already missed, D, constantly moving out, or E, non-existing? Is your current deadline any of these right here? I'm gonna put this in the chat. Put it in the chat so y'all can have that. Is it A, written and scheduled, B, in your head, C, already missed, D, constantly moving, or E, non-existing? Yeah. So I got B, in your head. I got E, non-existing. Right? I got E. Matt says non-existent. You ain't even got it. Non-existent. Right? A. We got Kim on the call. Let's go, Kim. What up, Kim? She said, A, written and scheduled. You are on it. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Right. Already missed. Deadlines. This is deadlines, y'all. Deadlines, right? So now I want to share something from a psychological standpoint. I like doing this little psychological pin because I think we as people are not naturally having these kind of conversations at all. Like we're not having conversations around facts, things that really affect us, why we're not lazy, right? Why are we not getting things done the way we need to get it done? And when we learn stuff like this, we can actually share it with other people. I thought that was my son. I was about to yell like, "Club, turn off for this music outside." All right. So it's called task initiation, attention, and executive functioning, right? Now let's talk about the psychological mind frame. We need to be careful about calling every unfinished task laziness. Starting and completing work can require several mental processes. 1, organization of information. 2, remembering the goal. 3, prioritizing steps. 4, estimating time. 5, shifting attention. 6, resisting distractions. 7, managing frustration. And 8, returning after an interruption. A person can care deeply about a task and still struggle with some of those processes and needed to complete it. So here's what we like to say. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready? I know y'all ready. I got something for y'all. ADHD, because that's what we love to call this. So you might as well just claim it, right? Is a developmental disorder involving ongoing patterns of inattention, hyperactivity, and or impulsivity. Inattention may include difficulty keeping on task or staying organized. For ADHD, these patterns are frequent, occur across multiple settings, and interfere with daily functioning, right? Occasional distraction, procrastination, or disorganization alone does not establish a diagnosis. So here's my disclaimer. We are using DSM-5 TR informed lens to understand possible behavior patterns. We are not diagnosing, right? We are not diagnosing anyone in a YouTube conversation. Procrastination is not automatically ADHD, but being overwhelmed is not automatically a mental health disorder. Missing a deadline is not a diagnosis. Here goes the but. When attention, organization, low mood, anxiety, or difficulty functioning consistently interferes with everyday life, it may be appropriate to speak with a qualified professional. T. 4 different delay patterns. 1, the unclear delay. If this sound like you, just say that's me. If this sound like you, say that's me. That's what I want y'all to do. I'm giving y'all direction, right? The unclear delay. I do not know exactly what I'm supposed to do, right? That's the unclear delay. I do not know exactly what I'm supposed to do. The answer may be clarification, instruction, or breaking the task into steps. That's how you get to what you're supposed to do. Number 2, the overwhelmed delay. This feels too large to hold in my head. The overwhelmed delay. This feels too large to hold in my head. That translates to the answer may be reducing the size, creating categories, or completing one piece at a time, right? That's the one it is. The next one, Kim, I got you, unclear delay. The next one is 3, emotionally avoidant delay. Emotionally avoidant delay. This is what it sounds like. I know what to do, but doing it brings up fear, embarrassment, or discomfort, right? The answer may be tolerating discomfort, seeking support, and taking smaller exposed actions. All right. Number 4, the capacity delay. Capacity delay. I am carrying too many real responsibilities. The answer may not be another productivity tip. It may require removing, delegating, postponing, or renegotiating something. So let me tell you something about delegating. Again, how you ask somebody that's knowledgeable, delegate to somebody that's knowledgeable. You heard how I use Diana as my personal assistant because she's knowledgeable, right? Ask somebody knowledgeable to do something, including kids. Including kids. Sometimes it'd be like, yo, Taylor, I need you to wash dishes, bro. JJ, I need you to wash dishes, bro. Look, I need y'all to separate the clothes for laundry. I need y'all to call me to do this. I need y'all to go food shopping, right? I need y'all to do the thing. Like, I can't do it. I need to tap into other people. Hey, listen, can you send out these emails for me? Because I really don't have capacity to do that, right? Kim, capacity is delayed, right? That's what it feels like. I'm carrying too many of real responsibilities that I can't do the thing that is a part of my goal. For me, my goal of losing weight, right? I think that I like to hang out late sometimes. So staying out late or hanging out with other people, they're munching, I'm munching. Should I be? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? They're drinking, I'm having a drink. And I don't drink regular drinks. I drink like nice little fruity drinks, stuff that I know have a lot of calories and all kind of like it's not natural. It's just not natural. I know it's not natural. I love sangria. It's not natural, right? What? How is that possible? It says success will not allow content. I censorship, but the restriction is too strict. Live not contain. Uh-huh. No, it's unclear. Oh my God, they blocked me on TikTok. That's crazy. Am I still live? I think so. I never did the TikTok thing, so thank you, Kim. I'm not alone. I feel like I'm not alone. Thank you very much. Right? So now I'm gonna ask y'all these. Here's some questions for y'all. Yeah, I'm still live. I was trying to figure it out. I don't know what's going on. I never did TikTok before, so this is so here's some questions. Do you need motivation or do you need clarity? That's the first question. Do you need motivation or do you need clarity? Now I'm gonna give you out a second to write this in the chat. Which one do you think it is? Motivation or clarity when it comes to your goals? Or whatever it is that you said was the thing that you didn't complete yet. Right? So for me, I think I like motivation, but motivation dies. Right? Motivation dies out. Kim, clarity, yeah. Motivation dies out. Like you're not able to like stay hyped. Cause like I said at the beginning, I go to sleep. I'm tired. I don't want to do nothing. Like I'm not motivated to do anything, but I don't have an excuse anymore. There's no like, oh, you can wait another day. You ain't got to do that today. Nah, nigga, you gotta go do this. We gotta go take care of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no middle in between. Nothing. Like, go that way, ma'am. You feel me? The next one is: do you need discipline or do you need support? Do you need discipline or do you need support? Right? So Yolanda said clarity. I didn't even see that come in. Yolanda said clarity. Um, Diana said, I need time. My full time is stealing my time. I mean, I get it. So you got to plan your exit. We could talk about exit strategy on one of these weeks too. Cassie said he needs both, balance of both. Yep. Lisi said, I need both, but I will choose motivation. I hear you. The next one is, do you need discipline or do you need support? We have somebody else hopping in. I see you are stretching. Clarity and possibly an accountability partner. Nice. Nice. The next question is, do you need discipline or do you need support? Now, when it comes, I want to talk about that. R stretch and what can I call you? Can you give me your name and thing? I wanna make sure I give you a proper addressing. I'm addressing the proper person. When it comes to accountability, right? Support and discipline both. Yes. When it comes to accountability, I think that if you go live or if you write it on social media, the people gonna hold you accountable, right? That's why when I work out and I'm gonna start doing it on TikTok, I go live. I put my camera up and I put it away from me so I'm not distracted by all the people talking about how cute I am. But I'll be on live and I'm like, as long as I'm filming live, I can get what I need to get done. As long as I'm filming live, I can get what I need to get done. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Now I feel like I have somebody accountable. Hey Renee, I see you. So I feel like I have accountability piece with that. So even if people are not watching, I filmed it. I said it happened. You know what I'm saying? So if you are in the midst of like, I need to write my book, put the camera on you. Sit down in front of the thing every day. And I don't work out at a time. I want that to be clear too. I work out per the day. So if I say on Wednesdays, because I've missed 2 days so far, which is fine, I'm in my messy phase. I'm in my messy, do it messy. You got 6 months to do it messy. I'll explain that in a second. So um, if Wednesday is my day to work out, then I have Wednesday all day. It doesn't matter what time I work out. Did I work out today? Yes or no, right? So if I did, it'd be like 9 o'clock in the morning. I might do something at 9 o'clock. I might do something at 7 o'clock. I might do something at 12 o'clock. Shoot, I've worked out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon just because I did not work out the whole day and I was like, I'm getting it in. Tonight, I'm getting ready to walk back and forth a couple of times. So I'm going to get my 10 steps in while doing laundry. I already know the deal with that, right? And I strap up my stomach. I do what I got to do. But why I'm saying that is because regardless, I do it. So I don't really need like there's no motivation. I'm fine. And do you need accountability? I do it live. That's my accountability. But do you need discipline or do you need support? Kim said support. Yolanda said both discipline and support. For me, I don't know what support I need. I get that. I get support. So I don't think it's support, right? I think I'm more of uh I need the discipline. I need to be able to just stick to it. That's why I gave myself the 6 months. So my 6 months goal is just do it messy for 6 months and figure it out. Let's see what happens if you get up 3 times a week and work out 3 times a week. Let's see what happens if one of those weeks you decide to fast and drink water. Let's see what happens if one of those times you decide to be a vegan. You decide to be a pescatarian. Let's try some stuff, Rima. Let's just try some stuff. But pour into you, right? Do the thing for you. And in 6 months, let's see where we are. Because in 6 months, I don't know where we will be. I don't know where I will be. That's just the truth. It's the truth. The next one is, right? Is the project too difficult or the version you designed too large? You okay? Is the project too difficult or the version you designed too large? I'm going to put this in the chat, throw it on the screen. I'm going to ask that a question, right? Is the project too difficult or is the version you designed too large? This is real questions. For me, I'm always designing really big things. And I can become overwhelmed by that. You know what I'm saying? I can become overwhelmed by that. I don't think that any project I've designed is too difficult. I like challenges. I like putting pieces together like a puzzle. I used to love puzzles. Matter of fact, I used to have a 5,000 thing puzzle I used to put on my table whenever anybody come. The puzzle never was completed ever. And I think I even missed one piece, but I used to put it on my table. Anybody come to sit and we talk for hours. I didn't know I was a coach back then. Like most of y'all don't know that y'all are advisors, coaches, counselors, consultants, all the stuff that y'all be missing out on. Like there's money in that, but y'all didn't know y'all was that. For me, I would sit there and we just turning over pieces and plugging things up, right? Just plugging things up. And I'd be like, oh, this is nice. I love puzzles. So I love strategy. I love all of those things, right? And again, the question is the project too difficult or is the version you designed too large? And shout out to you, Cherry. Sherry, I see you. It's too large. Sherry's on. That's my girl. I'm so happy you here. I'm so happy you here. The next question is, the next question is, are you afraid of doing the work or are you afraid of what happens after people see it? Kim said design too large. Absolutely. Question is, are you afraid of doing the work or are you afraid of what happens after people see it? For me, I think it's after people see it. I think that's the part. I'm not scared to do the stuff, but then I'm like, all right, you see it. I don't want your judgment. Like, I don't care how you think about it. I did the best I could with what I got. You know what I'm saying? I don't want judgment. But that doesn't stop me. That actually encourages me because I understand that judgment can also be being course corrected. Like being in judgment, somebody telling you how they feel or feedback that they give you, right? Can easily, you're welcome, darling, can easily, you know, after people say it right, feedback can help you. They may not talk best to you, right? Let me just go there. You got to give people grace. They may come out a little funny and funky. Let them be a little funny and funky. Rima, let me tell you something. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I didn't like how. All right. And maybe you need to fix this. And then I go to the drawing board and I look at it because I'm not listening to your attitude. I'm listening to understand how can I make this better. Sometimes making things better, YouTube. Shout out to all the Womanaires that's been rocking out with me for forever. Right? Since we started in November, but baby, ain't nothing like getting online from your home versus having to go outside. Ain't nothing like me not having to pay $100 every week for food. Ain't nothing like me getting my 4 or 5 hours back. I could talk to y'all here for 2 hours and still did not reach the maximum of 6 hours that it would take me to prepare for that thing. Right? Right. What happens after people see it? We all are there, right? So now for everybody that's a paid member that has their workbooks, and for those that's on TikTok right now, I know you're not paid members yet, but this is the time for workbook stuff, right? I want you to, and you don't have to worry about having a workbook because you can still follow along here. So we're going to complete this line together, right? We're going to complete this line together. We are not fixing your entire life tonight. Yeah, I do understand that, right? But I want you to choose one finished product, and I want you to complete this sentence. I want you to choose one finished product, and I want you to complete this sentence. The sentence goes like this. The one thing I am choosing to finish is, now at the beginning of this, I mentioned the unfinished thing. Now that don't have to be the thing that you are choosing to finish, but it can be, right? So what's the one thing that you are choosing? And for those that do not know, y'all can definitely follow me. The link is below. You can follow me on Instagram at Execute with Coach Rima, right? You can definitely hit up the Womanaires and subscribe to Womanaires. The link should be inside the comments. I think Diana's on it. And if not, I'll put the link out there. For anybody that's on TikTok, the link is inside of my bio. So tap in, tap in, tap in. The one thing I'm choosing to finish is what? Yes, Execute with Rima, with Coach Rima. Yes, on Instagram. Lisi said it's my ebook, right? It's in the bio. Yeah. Lisi said it's in my ebook. And also Womanaires East Harlem on Instagram. You can follow that. It's in the bio as well. But in the bio, you could definitely get to my YouTube channel. Like, just go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Coach Rima from the PJs. I'm changing it also to another name because it's starting to turn into my little network. But it is what it is. So we got Lisi with, again, it's my ebook. Anybody else, right? Register as a webinar. Thank you very much, Diana. I appreciate you. Anybody else have the one thing they're choosing to finish is what? One thing you're choosing to finish is what? Step 2, decide whether it belongs on a list. Do you still genuinely want or need this result? Woo! Ooh! Ooh! Sometimes we pick up things we put down, right, in a time where we just don't care to do it. But in our mind, for whatever reason, we've been told, finish what you started. I just told somebody, finish what you start on Instagram, right? That's my little thing, finish what you start. But you pick it up and you have no interest in it. You don't care for it anymore. It was a season where the season is over. Why just an ebook? You can publish for free with Amazon Direct Publishing Paperbacks. She wants to do an ebook. That's her thing, right? I want to finish the Gumroad book. Exactly. My book. Everybody has books they want to do and they want to finish. Matt, you should be on the YouTube channel just giving some of this advice. I'm just going to say. But these are things we want to finish now. We talked about how to get these things done, right? So now the question is, yes, it still matters, right? Choose what it is. Does it still matter? Yes, but the project needs to be smaller, right? It should be delegated. Can it be given to somebody else to do? It should be postponed to a specific later date. Like, I can't do it now. I can do it soon, right? Am I holding it because I feel guilty? Like, I promised somebody I was going to get this done, and I guess I need to do it because I promised them, right? Did my phone just die? My phone sucks. I need a new phone, right? That was interesting. Let me get on here. I'm gonna hop off of that. Let me get on my TikTok. Hold on, y'all, because they was loving and enjoying the whole thing. So I want to make sure that they get it. Oh, and I can resume the live. Oh, that's fire. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. All right. I'm using my different phone. So, right. And then it says, let's read these again. So, yes, it still matters to me. This is the question for y'all. Yes, but the project needs to be smaller. Do I need to break it up into smaller pieces? It should be delegated, like I could give it to someone else, right? It should be postponed to a specific later date. Should it? I'm holding it because I feel guilty, right? And then I am no longer wanted. No longer wanted. Do you genuinely want this or need this result? I'm asking y'all, is this something that you really want? Is this something that you really want? For me, I let a lot of things go because I realized that the goal or what I was doing with it wasn't really what I wanted. See, for the last 2 years, what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of the stuff that I put together, I did for other people. It had me in the mindset of it because I was the creator. But I was the creator because I'm like, yo, programs ain't got this. People ain't talking to us. We need something for us. We need da 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 da. And I did it backwards. I didn't grow it as a paid community. I didn't grow it and was charging what I should have been charging. I just was like, let me try some stuff. And in that, I struggled and I battled with the servant leader piece and also feeling very depleted. And I was like, damn, I should definitely, I got to pull something back. So stopping things, slowing things down, parking things, figuring things out, and putting it back together, that's all a part of life. It's not just this. That's everything. That's relationships, right? That's love language, right? That's the businesses. That's the company you work with, right? Those are all the different things that you go through naturally. And you still have to kind of like remix it. This week, I'm not talking to my best friend. I don't want to talk to her. Next week, I miss my best friend. I need her comfort. I need to talk to her. I miss the way she laughs, smiles, right? Same thing with like our partners, right? Oh my God, he gets on my nerve. I hate dating this guy. But then when I don't hear from him for a while, oh my God, I miss how he smells. Right? Got to figure it out. Too much is too much. Work. I hate my job. I hate my job. And then a little holiday or something come around and everybody gets a bonus and you get a bonus. And not just a bonus, you get this bonus like specifically for you, like, hey Rima, we all came together, we got you this thing. And you're like, oh shucks. I fucking love this job. All right. We are all over the place all the time. But in this season, I ask you, does this thing still matter? Like, do you genuinely still want it? And we getting ready to get out of here soon, right? Sometimes finishing means completing the project, and sometimes finishing means the final decision is to release it. Say that again. Sometimes finishing means completing the project, and sometimes finishing means it's time to release it. Right? So now I'm gonna ask a question. I'm putting this in the chat. What would someone be able to see? Right? Here we go. Here we go. What would someone be able to see? Open, submit, purchase, or attend when this project is complete? What would someone be able to see, receive, open, submit, purchase, or attend when this project is complete? So I don't want y'all to give vague answers like work on my website, build my course, right? Fix my resume, start the business. No, clear is you're going to publish a 5-page website, right? With working contact and payment links, right? You're going to complete and upload 4 course modules, right? You're going to save and send the final 2-page resume, right? You're going to register the business and create one purchase offer. So this is what I want you to complete. This will be considered done. This will be considered done when. And yes, shout out to Diana and her Kingdom Creations. I think I said that right. Please don't hold me for it. And if y'all haven't followed, she does this beautiful balloon and beautiful like gift baskets and stuff like that with her business. I'm so proud of her and her business, man. Um, so this will be considered done when? When will the word be done? When will it be done for you? Right? Let's talk about that. When will it be done for you? All right. And we're defining done. What would someone be able to see, receive, open, submit, purchase, and or attend when this project is complete? That is the question. All right. And then 4, identify where you are stuck. Can we do that? Can we identify where you are stuck? I know I'm going to speed through this a little bit because we already hit 8 o'clock and y'all know how I am. I want to get up out of here. All right. I want you to choose one. Right? Identify where you are stuck. So you might be stuck in any one of these things. I'm going to put it in the chat. You're very welcome. Diana said, thanks for pushing me. I will give myself a week to create a website that isn't confusing. You only need 3 pages. You don't even need a lot for the website. And you don't have to give yourself a deadline that short for a website. Websites kind of take a little bit more time. You just need 3 pages. You need the homepage, what's happening. You need the what do you offer? Your service page about you, right? And then you need the contact page. There's nothing more of a website that people think. People want to go, I want 18 things on my website. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Okay. All right. So the question is, identify where you're stuck. 1, I have not started. 2, I started, but I stopped. 3, I keep changing the plan. 4, I'm missing information. 5, I need another person's contribution. Wow, that one, right? 6, I do not have enough money. 7, I have not scheduled the work. 8, I'm afraid to release it because, baby, how many of us got done work? How many of y'all already finished our books? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to challenge you. Not only did you finish your book, you might have series of book, right? So you might have started, like Matt has the short stories of his book, right? You might have 4 short stories right now. You're in your head like, I need 10 short stories to start this series or start this to finish this book. All right. Why? Okay. This is so weird. Why is this TikTok like this, right? Um, So Matt, you might be like, I need 10 chapters so I can sell the book at 10 chapters. But the reality is you don't need 10 chapters. You may as well need 4. And then when you finish the other 4, right? That's a whole nother book, part 2. And then you finish another 2, that right there is part 3. And you could probably add another 2 stories because how many stories do we have? A bunch, right? I have a story with you, Matt. We have a story. We should have another story soon. Stuff like that. Like there's stories out there, right? But for everybody else, Lisi said, I'm missing information, my memories. Right. So put them in there. Put it in there. Put what you feel in there. So though you may not have all of the memories, maybe you need to interview people around you, right? Kim says they will be able to receive a resource guide in the respite center. They will receive peer-related support that isn't punitive. Let's go, Kim. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Just let's go. That's what they'll receive. The next is find the next visible step, right? So I want y'all to explain. Finish the book may still be too large, right? That's why I told Diana just now, like, you can't say I'm gonna do the website in 2 weeks. You can think about it, give yourself a deadline, especially if you're doing it yourself and you're not paying for someone to do it. Give yourself a deadline to have it done by. That's realistic, right? So a visible action is something your body can physically do. So my visible. Why is this not coming out right? Visible. I'm saying it with an F, visible, and I'm trying to figure out why it sounds crazy. My visible action is visible. 1, open the document. These are examples, right? Write the title, create the table of contents, right? Email the designer, choose the photograph, complete page 1, test the payment link, submit the first form, schedule an appointment. Those are things like finish the workbook may still be too large, but those are things that you would do in order to finish your workbook if you had a workbook. But you want to lay out the steps, all right? We talk about SMART goals all the time. I'm going to teach y'all stupid goals because y'all don't love stupid goals. It's way better than SMART goals. So I want y'all to finish that, right? My visible action is what? My visible action is what? All right. For me, it was setting up the YouTube channel, getting on YouTube, moving everything over, right? And now we're here. That was my step. My moving forward, what I want to do in my life, I have absolutely no idea. I hate having so much knowledge and hate having so limited resources. It's just annoying. I think that New York is too small. I'm ready to go outside of the city. Yolanda said my next visible, I'm gonna use that as a shirt. It's gonna be a shirt, visible. Make everything visible. My next visible action will be to print it. Absolutely. Let's print. So let's create the smallest complete version. What can you remove without destroying the purpose? Ooh. What can you remove without destroying the purpose of your vision? All right. Examples: a 25-page guide becomes a useful 10-page guide. A 6-week course begins as a 90-minute workshop. A completed website begins with 5 essential pages, right? A perfect major event begins with 25 attendees instead of 200. Mine's begin with 200 and mine. Sorry, I just move a little different, right? So do Yolanda. Yolanda's begin with 200. 200 plus in mine. A perfected video becomes one clear recorded conversation. A full product line begins with one item, right? So smaller is not always mean cheap, careless, or unprofessional. Smaller may mean clear enough to complete, test, and improve. So my question to y'all is, and I want y'all to complete this, right? Yolanda, you're laughing because it's true. Your events be like 500 people deep in the middle of the projects. And you just like this big. Like, I don't even understand. You're just a little person. You have all that power, like the Kanye West song, right? So the question is, I want y'all to write that the smallest complete version is the money. Let's go, Kim. Let's go. Right? Let's go. Anybody else? What is the smallest complete version? Right? Smaller does not mean cheap, careless, or unprofessional. Smaller may mean clear enough to complete, test, and improve. You're welcome, Yolanda. The very next part is check it, break it into checkpoints. Use 4 checkpoints, right? So here's your checkpoint. Use these 4 checkpoints. Let me copy this and put this in the chat. Boop, 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 boop. So the 4 checkpoints is: 1, prepare, gather what is needed. 2, produce, right? Produce the main work. 3, check and correct it. And release, submit, publish, send, and or sell it. All right. Lisi said the smallest complete version is writing 1 chapter at a time. So let's go. How many chapters you want your book to be? Lisi, how many chapters is it? Matt, how many chapters is your book? Right? And step 8, there's a whole 9 steps. We're going through the 9 steps. So step 8 says, when exactly will you complete each step? Right? When exactly will you complete each step? It's 15 chapters. That's a long book. How many chapters you got to go now? How many chapters you got more? If it's 15 chapters, how many chapters you have right now? That's written, not outlines. That's finished. Right? Here we go. Matt says, I don't know. We got to start somewhere, honey. How many chapters do you have written already? I'm asking Lisi this, but how many do you have? It's important. I have 15 done. All right. Yolanda has 15 done. Let's go. Lisi said, I have 7 chapters. Your book is done. It's over. It's short stories, which is why I'm telling you, if you have short stories, how many short stories you have? Kim says the shirt should be numbered. Let's be clear. Okay. What shirt would be numbered? I don't know where we at. But yeah. It says depends on how many I write. So how many do you want to write? That's what we're talking about tonight. Get it done. Do the thing. Do the thing. So now put it on the calendar. Remember I asked y'all all that good question about having a good calendar at the beginning? Didn't I ask y'all all that? Like, did y'all have a good phone with you could put a calendar stuff in it? Didn't I ask you that? Right? When exactly will you complete each step? Right? This requires a day, start time, end time, location, and exact task. So, for example, this is what you will write. For example, you will write Thursday at 7 to 7:30 at my kitchen table. I will write the workshop description. Just one little thing, and that's where you're on. That's where you're at. Thursday, 7 to 7:30 at my kitchen table. Write the workshop description. I want y'all to find what you want to write into your calendar, and I want you to put in your calendar. I want you to do that now. I want you to figure out exactly how do you want to best support yourself, and I want y'all to do that now. Okay? And the last one is something we talked about earlier, which was accountability. Create accountability, right? Who will know whether you completed it? Who you telling you done finished what you supposed to do when it's done? So here's a few options for everybody. The first option is the Womanaires group. Go in the group, write it on the wall. I am doing this thing. There we go. Monday, 8 p.m., my living room. Come on, Yolanda, let's go. Right? I am doing this thing. I want to let everybody know about it. Right? And I want people to hold me accountable. You can get you an accountability partner. You and your accountability partner, how does that really work? A lot of people don't know the mechanics of that. You say, can you be my accountability partner? And the person says yes. Now, what happens is that I tell you, I'm going to work out 3 times a week. And every Friday, we will tap in to see if I did the 3 times a week. If I do not do it 3 times a week, I should give you some money. Or I should pay. These are techniques, things that hurt you. You got to do like your consequences. You can't just have like regular consequences, right? But you say, I will pay you $100 or donate $100 to Trump's campaign or whatever it is that you dislike, right? If I don't do this thing, because you want it to hurt, you want consequences, right? Lisi said I have 4 people who knows about my book. Hello, right? Hello. And then the next is a customer, somebody that you want to sell to. I always tell people, I coach people to this. I say, you got 5 people in your phone right now that want to buy from you. Reach out to them and say it'll be ready in 2 weeks. That's accountability. A coach, hello, get you a Rima, get you a coach Rima. The next is a team member, somebody that is a part of some team that you're on, a family member. It could be your children, your sisters, your brothers, your partner should know, right? A public announcement. Again, go back to the Womanaires group, go on Facebook. This is what I'm doing with my life. And I'm letting y'all know. So if you see me not do it, you hold me accountable. I remember quitting cigarettes. And when I went to quit cigarettes, I told everybody I was quitting cigarettes. So all my friends that smoke cigarettes, they'd be like, I'm not smoking cigarettes around you. I was like, but it's all right. Nope, not smoking a cigarette around you. I don't want to smoke cigarettes around you. And it's crazy. So here's the funny flip side of it, right? That I find hella hilarious. You can tell somebody you don't smoke cigarettes no more. They won't smoke cigarettes. They won't smoke marijuana, none of that stuff around you. And then you tell somebody you don't drink no more. They say, you know what? We're not even having drinks. Like, we don't even know what to drink with her. You go ahead and tell somebody you're losing weight. They be eating everything around you. They have no respect for people that's on diet. I don't understand. I don't understand, right? And you can also do a calendar reminder with evidence required. So accountability is not somebody calling you lazy. It is making the commitment visible. All right. So 3 finishing strategies. Tip 1, separate starting from finishing. Do not sit down with the emotional pressure of completing the entire project. Diana. Okay, that's for Diana. That was a Diana move because it sounded like she was going to try to do that. And I want to make sure she understands she don't have to do that by saying Diana. Okay. You're welcome, Kim. The next is your first commitment may be, I will work for 20 minutes and complete step 1. All right, that's your first tip. Tip 2, finish before you improve. Some women never finish because some people never finish because editing work that has not reached completion, right? First, create the complete version, then review it, then improve it, right? And use the sequence draft, complete, review, release. Not start, criticize, restart, change direction, quit. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. There's times where I'll start, criticize it, and change it. But you know what? We ain't doing that no more. And I'm giving myself 6 months for everything. God, I'm like, God, 6 months. You got it. Anything I start and build, I'm gonna give it 6 months. I gave Womanaires 6, 7 months, but I did Womanaires for 6 weeks in my head. So it was like, God, I'm just gonna do this for 6 weeks and see where it goes. And after 6 weeks, it was just a phew. I was like, oh, this is where we going. Okay, I see you, God. Let God do it, right? The next tip is make distraction less convenient. Before the work block, put the phone in another room. Close unnecessary tabs. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We got chat on, we got the Gmail, 3 Gmails going across 3 different drives. I have it going on right now. Like if I gotta show y'all my screen, you look crazy, right? gather the needed supply. So whatever you're getting ready to work on, bring everything to one place. Yolanda, you say you're going to be Monday in the kitchen, then you should have your laptop, you should have your notebook, you should have your notes, you should have everything you need, and your phone should be somewhere else, right? Set a timer. Can I tell y'all about this timer thing? So in 2020, no, in 2019, I had put a goal together to get closer to my father. I put a goal together to get closer to my dad. Y'all can see how close we are today, right? And that goal was just talk to him for 20 minutes, 20 minutes a week, 3 times a week, 20 minutes. So I was only doing 60 minutes, an hour with my dad once a week. And in the first couple of weeks, I just was sitting there like this, running the clock. Yes, Dad. Uh-huh. That's awesome. That's great. Uh-huh. Like I was out of it. I wasn't committed to this goal, but I did it. And now we have like this beautiful, Stella, beautiful relationship. He calls me every day, about 3 times a day. I know he worries of me being in New York and he's as far as he is. And the love language we have is so beautiful. But it was because I had decided to put it on a timer. I put 20 minutes on the clock. There you go. Right. The next is prepare the workspace. So if it's cluttered, if it's just too much noise, if it's just not where you want to be, then clean it, fix it, design it. This right here is a space in my living room. But if I was to show you the living room right now, I'm in the middle of doing 6 piles of laundry. You would never know because I have a space that's dedicated to this work, right? And decide what you will do when interrupted. So if my son came in right now and was like, Mommy, I need, what do you need? Mommy, you need what? Mommy, and then I stop and then I do something because interruptions happen. What if you get a phone call? Will you return back to this thing? Will you get back to doing what you was doing? Right? Do not depend on heroic willpower while leaving every distraction within arm's reach. That's why I picked the living room. Look, she said I picked the living room because bedroom is a storage space. I hear you. Right? So you got 24-hour assignment. Y'all know how I give these out. And for those that's on TikTok, you don't know, but now you know, right? Within 24 hours, I want you to choose one unfinished priority. Define exactly what does it mean. Identify the smallest complete version. Choose the next feasible action. Schedule a 20 to 45-minute work block, excuse me. Tell one person the deadline and produce one piece of visible evidence, right? And within 24 hours, I will complete. This is what I want y'all to answer. Right in the chat. Within 24 hours, I will complete, right? And then what evidence will prove you did it? If you complete it, what evidence will prove you did it? Now, while you answer that, this is me getting my clothes out here. You do not need another year of carrying the same unfinished product. You may not finish the entire thing tonight, but you can stop allowing it to remain unclear. You can decide what done means. You can reduce the size. You can schedule the step, right? You can ask for help, right? You can produce evidence. I'm going to tell y'all, register as a free webinar, right? Register as a free webinar to receive community updates, event invitations, opportunities, and access to our official community. Action and leadership members receive a full Finish It action map. That is this month's workbook, right? Resources, accountability tools, discounts on Womanaires events, and marketplace opportunities, the additional opportunities to practice and promote what they're building, right? Free viewers receive the conversation. Paid members receive the tools designed to help then implement it. Use the link in the chat. This is Diana's part. She loves to do so much. I will complete printing so I can review. I will show printed pages. You better. That's what we're doing in 24 hours. I need to see a copy of the printed pages. Tag me in on Facebook, right? Use the link in the chat to register free or choose the paid membership level that fits the best support you need. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Decide what finished looks like and take the next visible step. At Womanaires, we learn, we practice, we lead, and we profit. You hear me? Right? And I want y'all to complete this chat. I know it is finished when. Complete that sentence. I will know it is finished when. And that is a complete sentence. And with that being said, before we leave, is there any final thoughts? Anything you want to share? I'm going to give it about 2 minutes. It is 8:24. I went on way longer than I expected, but tonight's topic was Jose. Lisi said within 24 hours, I will complete a bullet point to remember some events. Let's go. Let's go. I guess I have to have one too, right? Yeah. So my bigger goal, I am the secretary of the Next Level Speakers Academy under Jeremy Anderson and his company. I love it, right? And being a part of that, I have 120 plus chapter members. So my goal is to talk to at minimum 10 of them a day and find out how they're doing the next 2 weeks. So that'd be something I'm doing. That's for reminding me that it's okay to put something on hold for now. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Um, so that's what I'll be doing. That's my personal goal, to reach out. We have chapter members in Philly, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. And then some in UK now is trying to lean in. So my goal is to do an event in each one of those cities, host a very small group of folks in each one of those cities, connect with them and build out whatever it could look like to be other chapters in those cities. I think Philly is a little far out, and Philly might need its own chapter, right? But what does that look like? Right? Like, I have like big, big goals for this. And you're very welcome. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Thank you for watching on TikTok. Thank you, everybody that watched on Facebook and YouTube. We are here every Wednesday. TikTok, I will be live during my workouts. And on Wednesday from 7 till 8 o'clock. We went over a little bit today, but it was so worth it. And with that being said, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Setting up the workspace. Let's go, Kim. The workspace will be done in 24 hours. I love it. I love y'all. I'll see y'all. And we out of here. Oh, P.S. For those that are living in Brooklyn, my TV show, The New Panel for the Big, Beautiful, and Wealthy, premieres tomorrow at 9 p.m. on the Brick Network on their lifestyle channel. So on all the pages that they have, it's like across Spectrum, all of that, everything. Verizon is on TV. So make sure y'all tap into that. And it will be live on my YouTube channel tomorrow at 9 o'clock as well. So you'll be able to watch it on both, just in case you're not in Brooklyn. But I would much rather people watch it live and then take pictures, because I think that'd be really dope. Watch it live, take a picture, send it to your girl. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Deuces.